Earlier today I put out a video on Maynooth University's finest moron, O'Brennan. I showed in the video how lubeless John loves to call everybody a coward online. Well, let's go further into that side of things. Cowards who hide behind the anonymity offered them here are more and more associated with disinformation, misinformation and violent criminal acts. I wonder has he any evidence to back that claim? Let's remove their anonymity and see how their behaviour changes. Why do people who are speaking out against the establishment and their narrative hide behind anonymous accounts?
Working hard, who have decent incomes, can't afford to buy a home, and many are so frustrated at that they're even willing to turn to populism and nationalism and Euroscepticism as a solution, and in that scenario that they may lose their job as well as a house. Okay. But that's...
That was Varadkar on News Talk a few years ago, laughing at the fact that if you have nationalist views, you might lose your job and your house. That's where the so-called anti-fascists, the low IQ establishment minions come in. We contacted Blank's employer, as did others who don't want to be named. A message from Charlotte O'Sullivan that runs Ireland Against Fascism. Still smarting over the fact I got you, Philo and Kerry sacked, eh? Paul, why is the Irish git wearing a flat cap tuffy? Mainly because it triggers you. Is that your real name and can we know who you work for? I'd like to have a word with your boss. Thanks for this post. I will be in touch with your employer about your Twitter feed. Contacting your employer. One day these scumbags will get what's coming to them. They and that are the biggest reason that people with nationalist views are anonymous online. Speaking of people being anonymous, violent and criminal acts, it seems to be A-OK if you're an establishment minion. Another day and another foreigner causing death, mayhem and carnage on our roads. Posted with a news article about the death of my mother. Speaking of my mother, Tim Howard, I raped your mother, ha ha ha. It was hilarious hearing her scream and cry in pain for help.
I'm going to rip your throat out with my bare hands and stick a knife up your arsehole so fucking far you'll feel it, your mum will feel it, and then your dad will feel it. Go fuck yourself. This is a death threat to you.
That's only a small handful, but I'm sure any day now the mainstream media will tell us about the threat to the far left.